Oui, monsieur.
Hello, this is Super Sent, guys. We're going to watch every first and last episode of Super Sentai, and today we're watching the last episode of the third Super Sentai.
I'm impressed you did that in one go.
I'm so impressed. That will never happen again.
Who are you?
I'm Adam.
And I'm Harry.
I forget people might listen to this one and not the last one.
I think they shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
I think, because I said last time that if you're starting on the second series, you should go back to the first one. I still stand by that, because we're early enough to do that. If you're listening to the finale, because I'm imagining someone listening to this from the episode that's out and just working backwards. That's not really how this show works. This is very much a two-part, multiple two-parters. So you're watching the show wrong. We're clearly watching the show right. We've got this.
This is the correct way to watch any TV show.
So speaking of, what do you think is going to happen at the end of Battle Fever J?
Oh, I think...
If that Megazord's still being fucking built, I'll be so mad.
It's still in the hangar.
They're like, soon.
Soon. I think Hedda will be deader.
Hedda's gone.
I think...
It's a shame. I liked his weird bald helmet.
Right?
It looked like you could see his skull. It was like, you know the guy in Doctor Who who becomes an Ood?
What?
You know the guy in Doctor Who? I'm saying the same thing again.
You can't do that to me.
You know in Planet of the Ood?
Oh,
the
sure.
boss man, when he's like pulling his head off,
the dude becomes the Ood.
The dude becomes the Ood.
Dude becomes the Ood. Yeah, it's very that.
Hedda has that kind of head.
Hedda's got a Ood head.
I think either Hedda's dead or he's evolved and he's Big Boss.
He could have like a funky new uniform. He might be. I think Satan will be
Satan's
new guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he'll have like Will he be a guy or will he be a monster?
Oh, I want monster. Because first series was kind of mixture of both.
I think he'll be a monster with big shoulder pads.
Yeah, baby. What if he's the devil? What if he's the Christian devil from the Bible, like in Black Adam? Like they go all out.
It could be. I think it's hard to say because we don't really know much.
It's kind of the crux of the show. So it's really hard to do.
I think they're gonna kill the bad guy at minute 19.
Yeah.
And then we'll have 2 minutes at the sunset.
Wow. We've not done that yet. Every other one's ended as the bad guy dies.
Oh, true. It's been less than 2 minutes of the sunset. It's been like 50 seconds of the sunset.
Because like credits kind of start to roll as the bad guys die.
Yeah.
They want to get out of there.
Well, we got some places to be. Yeah, I don't think...
This is the start of like normal rotation.
Yeah.
So we might get an ending.
We might get an ending.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky. Yeah, I don't think there'll be an ending. I don't think we'll get lucky today. I think it's going to end really quickly again. I think there'll be a Megazord battle.
I want there to be one. Part of me, and I genuinely mean this, I hope we start and it's part 3 and it's a Megazord battle. They kill him in the first minute and then we just get a wrap up of the series.
Oh my god.
My dream for this show that we do is that one of these will end with every character having their ending with a storyline that we've not seen.
Yeah.
So it's like, now Battle Kenny is off with his girlfriend to live his dream of being a writer. It's like, we saw none of this.
Yeah, well, like, that sounds about like, that's right.
But based on the 2 series we've watched, I'd still feel a bit of emotion. Because when Joker came back last series, we hadn't seen him go, but I was like, Joker's back.
That's the thing I was saying to you, like, when I was watching the Jacka finale, I felt like we'd had seen the entire series.
Your brain just fills in the gaps.
Like, when they were doing, like, a battle, and, like, the Jacka theme was playing in the background, I was like, oh, it's the final... I felt, like, emotional. Because, like, I wasn't crying. But I was like...
You were crying.
I felt some emotion. I was like, oh,
well,
this is nice. It's the final battle.
Iron Claw, it was like, oh, good. But I've never met Big One, and Iron Claw was Rasputin last week. Like, I don't know this guy.
It's weird what the brain does to you.
Yeah.
Will you feel that here, do you think?
No, I don't like him. But then I never think I like him, and then I do. But I don't know. I hope they don't do the cutting back to dancing. They do that with a Megazord, though. They cut to the Megazord, and he's doing, like, Irish chick.
Oh my god.
Then this is number 1.
The Megazord is Battle Island.
Megazord is Battle Island in 1979 with all the implications that comes with that. Yes. This is number 1. Like, you kidding me? The ranking will be the easiest thing I've ever done. Is there anything else we need to predict? I don't think there'll be a 6th one. if Battle Whale shows up, I'll cry.
Battle Whale would be insane.
They can't because we've already got a red one. We all got a green one.
Yeah.
We can be Battle Whales.
What do you think would be the most logical sixth inclusion?
Battle UK, and it'll make me sad. Battle World. That's the Megazord.
Oh, that's the Megazord.
Megazord is Battle World.
I'm trying to think what they would do in 1979. You know,
I doubt it's going to be Battle China. I vibe that they won't do that.
No, because we've got like one from every continent, really. Most continents.
Battle
Australia.
Brazil?
Battle Brazil. That'd be sick.
Battle Brazil would be awesome. Battle Australia would be great if it's like an Australian guy who doesn't speak Japanese, but they acknowledge it this time. And he's got Boomerang, which we've seen already.
Yeah, he just reuse the prop. It's fine.
Six Ranger with his own Australian kangaroo Megazord. Like, this is at a point, and I don't know if they've changed now. You could get away with anything.
Yeah, truly.
Last week they showed footage of real dead people. I can call it last week, 49 weeks ago.
And for all we know, they've been showing it every episode since.
If they started an uprising in Japan, I'll be excited.
So should we watch it?
Should we just watch it?
Should we find out what the episode's called?
Yeah, what's it called?
Is it going to be a big spoiler again?
Is it going to be we beat him last week? Because they might be that direct.
So this is episode 52.
52.
It's called The Symphony of the Heroes.
Because they had the dance one.
The dance.
They are good at the titles. Are there any exclamation marks?
No.
Oh, wow, it's a somber one.
Yeah.
It's poignant.
Poignant.
This one's going to make me feel things. Mostly rage. All right, let's watch it.
Let's watch it.
Adam,
I
feel like we just watched episode 2. How did nothing happen in 50 episodes?
But how did,
Everything also happened.
But how did, everything happen for 2 minutes? Nothing happened for 15, and then everything for 3?
Right? Because, this is the whole series. There's nothing... There's one... Well, I thought there was one thing in this that was new. There were 2 things in this that were new. But, if the new weird sidekick wasn't there, this could have actually just followed last week.
Yeah.
So little has happened or changed.
But clearly something has.
You might argue, not clearly. Should we take this from the top?
Should we go? Yeah, opening credits, right?
Yeah.
And there's a guy.
Which guy is this one?
The cowboy.
So, yeah, there's a cowboy this week. And I was like, cowboy's new.
Full on, cowboy boots, spurs. Hat.
Not in the way that there's always been someone dressed as a bit of a cowboy, as he wears a cowboy hat with a neck scarf. This is full on, if you Google cowboy Halloween costume, you've got, that's what he's dressed as. And I was like, who's this guy? Maybe he's Ranger number 6. No, he's Ranger number 3. It's just Cossack's a cowboy now.
Yeah. So he's a new guy.
He's a new guy?
Yeah.
See, the problem is, right, we don't watch much of this show, and they don't show who's who very well. So I keep being I just forgot what he looked like. So how many of them are new this time?
2.
So we've got 2 new Rangers, and I didn't notice, so Pink's a new person.
Yeah.
But she also doesn't say anything this week.
I don't think she is even shown until the last scene, honestly.
So she is, because they have a scene where they have a meeting in the base.
True.
And General's got his 2 women who are his sidekicks. I thought she just worked at the base. I didn't know that was the Pink Ranger. And then at the end, they're like, we want to thank our beautiful Rangers. I was like, I don't know you. But I only noticed because her name's not Diane.
Yeah. So, Battle Cossack, the original, left in episode 33.
33, okay.
In an episode called Cossack Dies for Love.
That really got me.
Let's find out when Miss America left.
Probably episode 2 when they were like, oh, she can't speak Japanese. This isn't working.
Miss America. Not the beauty pageant. So Diane Martin left in episode 24.
24, that's so early.
Do you want to know the episode title? She
do
leaves
I?
in. Tears! Exclamation mark. Diane falls.
Oh no! They killed Diane.
She falls. Is that like when you have a fall?
Yeah, she fell down like 2 stairs.
Yes. She couldn't get her back up again.
She couldn't warn them that she was going to fall because she can't speak.
Okay, let's find out what... I'm sorry, okay. After she was wounded by the Dracula monster, she returned to the United States and was replaced by Maria.
So she got vampired.
She got vampired.
And they left the show. Dracula got her and she went home.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know anyone at home because her dad's dead. And then we just get a new one who also doesn't speak.
So Diane's sister Catherine comes to Japan. And then they use Catherine as bait, the villains, Egos.
Right.
And they trap Diane, attempted to torture her with vampiric blood loss.
That's not a thing.
Diane narrowly escapes, however, too seriously injured to fight. So then Maria takes her place.
Okay.
What happened to Battle Cossack?
I think he just went home. He took one look at this and went out.
Yeah, Battle Cossack just straight up died.
He's dead.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yep, he died.
Okay, does it say how?
There's him dying.
Oh my god, he's fully dead.
He went on a suicide attack.
What?
And just got shot down.
Battle Cossack killed himself.
So yeah, that happened.
Okay, so maybe some stuff happened between these episodes after all. Okay, that doesn't help explain any of what we've just watched.
No.
But hey, it's good to know that Diane fell. How did she fall? She got vampired.
She vampired and then fell over.
She fell into vampire.
She fell into vampire.
Cossack killed himself. But also, I love you made 2 predictions for this episode.
And what were they?
So the first one was that Hedda would die.
Uh-huh.
Opening line, Hedda is dead.
I was so happy.
And then we'll get to your other prediction at the end. But yeah, Hedda's died. And
Yeah,
I
it
think
turns out he's the son of Kaleidoscope as well.
he's like, yeah, even as a son of mine, he was able to be killed. Cool. I reckon that happened week 51. It does seem like that's just happened because he's then like, now we must go on the full offensive. There's a woman called Salomé.
Yeah.
She's there. We don't know her. But I assume she's done stuff.
She's got like silvery mascara.
Yeah, she's weirdly like Egyptian coded.
I was going to say she's kind of like Cleopatra costume vibes.
But more like Rachel Weisz in Mummy. Of like, you're not meant to be wearing that.
Yeah.
But like, in that, it's the point.
And the insemination pod speaks now.
Yeah, the monster making guy.
The monster making capsule, which seems to be his official name.
Because, yeah, Satan goes, my monster making capsule will save the day. And he goes, yes, I will. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I thought you were just a gooey
You
pod.
were just a gooey boy last week. You weren't talking. And then he's like, I love you, Satan. I'm going to kill him so much.
And he's like, is this where he says set the earthquake to 8.5?
No, because he doesn't say that. So, I don't like this. The minions just taught their guys.
Yeah, it's like they're men under a mask.
Because last week they were the wee boys.
Yeah.
And first week they just kind of shot people. But they never talk, the minions. But I did think it was adorable when they were going around in lab coats. That was really cute. But then it's not when they're just guys. But yeah, they're like, they got this big machine and they're like, better set the earthquake to 8.5 and that'll happen in a day. They don't say that, but we get another like day's worth of footage before that happens. Right. We then cut to some kids who are out
In the park.
They're in the park and they're trying to do the whole like the birds are dying, but they clearly just shot a bird landing. But then they show footage of a pigeon that's clearly actually hurt.
Yeah.
So I think they just hurt a pigeon. I think they just hurt that guy. Because the kids like go over and pick him up, and it's a real pigeon.
Yeah.
But you see it like failing to take off. But do you reckon they just got that shot? And we're like, we got to use this. There's a hurt pigeon. Because in the next scene, we'll have backwards car shit. But like, you can't stage that with a pigeon.
Yeah. You can't hurt a
pigeons
pigeon.
Can't act.
I mean, does it say anywhere in the credits that no animals were harmed?
I don't think it does on any of them. I think they've been hurting animals this whole time. Snack Gone the dog got shot off screen. So then they're holding this pigeon and they're like, do you reckon this is to do with the earthquakes? And a car goes really fast backwards at them.
No driver.
No driver, just like zooms past. And they're like, I guess we phoned battle fever. Because I guess they know battle fever.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, new cowboy man.
I mean, are these the kids from the car rental place?
No.
Okay.
They were younger.
Okay.
I think. I can't be sure, but also there were 3 of these kids. There were 2 last time. So maybe. But also they've recast 2 of the Power Rangers. So who's to say? Those 3 kids got, I guess, killed by Satan in the same way the rest of them did. Yeah, they cut to the base, and I don't like this. They just call each other by the country.
Yeah, it's like France, Kenya.
They've got names.
They have.
I don't know them, clearly, because I didn't notice they changed. But France and Kenya are the same guys. They're
like, oh, we've been investigating these small earthquakes. There's been 105 since yesterday.
Which is...
And there's a parrot in the base now that repeats that as well.
Well, no, the parrot can sense earthquakes. Because the parrot goes, earthquake, and then an earthquake starts. Then later he's going to go, earthquake. They're like, what do you mean? And then an earthquake starts. And the parrot goes, stopping now. And it stops. So I don't know what the hell the parrot's about.
Was this parrot brought in just because there were earthquakes? Like, we need to get the earthquake parrot.
Get the earthquake parrot out of the vault. I love this military operation the most. Because, like, Eagle was, like, a kind of superhero-y military. Jacka was a normal military with a weird guy. This is just a bonkers military.
Yeah, they have people dressed like clowns. And
They've got their shogun guy who's a samurai but also a general, and then his 2 sidekicks. Like, I think they were teenagers. And then they've got the earthquake parrot and their 5 country people who are very replaceable.
And what other specific animals do they have? Like, you know how there's those cats and dogs that can detect cancer?
Yeah.
And there's the earthquake parrot. And then there's like it could be anything.
Well, they can't have a vampire bat.
No.
That'd be very triggering. Maybe they used to.
Out of respect to Diane,
they've
won't.
got a Cossack lemming who kills itself. So, yeah, they got talking bird. Kenya's bike goes backwards when he goes to the hill.
Yeah, because they send friends in Kenya to the hill where the kids are to be like, what the fuck's going on this hill?
And I love this because they are, as established, part of this insane military. And they fought these monsters like, a car going backwards?
That's
You're
insane.
crazy, children. And he's like, that never happened. Then his bike goes backwards. And I love it because he doesn't mean to go, do you reckon this is an earthquake? It's like, no.
Do we ever find out what this is?
No. As you said that, I was like, I guess we didn't.
Like, we don't live in an earthquake-prone zone. Is this what happens?
Yeah, cars go backwards for a bit. But
and that's when you're like, oh,
everyone's
fuck, the big one's coming.
Clearly not, because they're like, you idiot. That doesn't happen in this earthquake day. So then they get approached by a PI.
Yeah.
And now I thought this is a character that we've met before, but we haven't seen. Because I think Red knows her. But she gives them her card and is like, you better tell your boss to meet me. So their boss, I guess, is Red, because Battle Japan is the one who meets her.
Yeah.
She gives him... There's a great bit where he's waiting for it. He's fully doing the, like, spy with a newspaper, which I love.
Great.
He's still a fucking idiot. She gives him pictures of Egos's HQ.
Like, publicity photos of it.
Yeah. So... They then... I'm going to have to skip ahead a bit to point how little sense this makes. They go back to the base, and Battle Japan has a printed out picture of the woman and a printed out picture of Salomé. These are 2 different women.
Like passport photos.
Yeah, and they're like...
And I don't know where they've got this passport photo of Salomé from.
But they're like kind of see-through, which is crucial, because he lines them up and sees that these are 2 different women with different actresses and goes, the PI is Salomé.
Yeah.
So I, at that moment, was like, am I just bad at recognizing faces and it's the same woman? But later, there's going to be a point where PI lady's unconscious, and they pull like a full Mission Impossible face mask off her.
And it's Salomé.
So how did he know that was Salomé?
So is Salomé undercover by wearing a Salomé mask on top of her own face?
But they're different women. I know this. I saw them.
I don't understand what they're trying to say.
Because what was the point of the lining faces up if it's a reveal later? But it's only revealed to Kenya and France because they forgot to tell them they already knew that. So what happened? And then this is all part of a master plan later, which is also stupid. But, okay, so
crucially, when the PI gives Battle Japan the photo, she's like, I want. Did you get the amount of money? Was it 1 million
it was
yen?
1 billion yen.
1 billion yen.
It was 1 billion yen. And I like, yen is not worth as much as a pound because it's done
without decimal.
It doesn't round up. Yeah, it stays as one. Still, billion's a lot.
Yeah, it's got to be some form of a million.
That's, if my maths is right, that would be 10 million.
Yeah.
Because it's a hundredth.
Yeah, so
they want 100, but what I don't understand is, what does she want 1 billion yen for?
Well, apparently to go to South America, she's got a flight booked.
No, but like, what service is she given other than, hey, because she gives them the photos to keep.
It's the map.
Oh, is there a map?
There's a map.
Sorry, I was overwhelmed by everything else.
Yeah.
It's easy to miss stuff
She's like,
this.
here's the photos of proof. I've got a map, but you have to give me 1 billion yen so I can flee to South America.
Yes, because she's trying to trick them into thinking that she's running away.
Yeah.
So
she's driving away, and Kenya and France follow her, right?
There's no... This is going to seem like a hard cut, but it's a hard cut in the show. They cut back to the base. There's an earthquake, and the parrot's like, earthquake! And then he says his great catchphrase of, well, it's better than a catfish. There's no way I can subtly bring that in. I just want to say that the parrot has a catchphrase. So, yeah, she's driving.
She has a full-on rotary phone in her car, which I really appreciated.
I love that. I really enjoyed the car phone.
So, yeah, they're chasing Salomé, and then there's an ambush and explosions around...
Yeah, Minions...
Not Salomé, the private investigator, sorry.
Minions machine gun the car of the private investigator.
Yeah. And it blows up, and Battle Kenya, Battle France morph into action. I think their morph call is Fever, and in a cut they are just morphed.
I quite like Fever.
I do like Fever.
Fever's quite good.
They kick down some foot soldiers, and then I think Battle France goes up to the car to check on the PI, and she's slumped over the wheel, so he pulls her back and like, you okay? And no, it's just something around her neck, like a bit of
it's like
loose flesh.
Yeah, it's like gunk.
Gunk.
Yeah,
Full of the gunk. You got a neck gunk.
I didn't learn about that in first aid. I don't know what to do if the victim has neck gunk.
Check if she's wearing a mask.
Yeah, well.
She is.
Yeah.
It's Salomé.
It's Salomé. The thing we know.
Because you lined up the faces.
That were different faces. But they're fully like, I wonder what she's up to. So they know it's her.
Yeah.
Kenya and France don't. So I love the idea of the scene we don't see, where they go back and they're like, crazy news about the PI lady. They're like, she's Salomé. A, how did you know? B, why didn't you tell us we were following the main villain?
So they take Salomé back to the base and put her in a hospital bed. And I love this little bit where they've raided all her belongings. They're looking for any clues or anything. And they're like, oh, nothing. Salomé's unconscious. And they're like, oh, there's nothing in the locket. Oh, there's nothing in the bag. And one of them goes, there's nothing in the shoe either. Checking, and they're just taking all her clothes off, just checking beneath every crevice to see if there's any clues to anything.
I didn't get given a job.
I'll check if she's got any notes in the shoes.
Yeah. But so she wakes up and they're like, look, we know who you are. What are you doing? And she's like, he's planning to earthquake this place so hard it explodes, which is awesome.
He wants to sink all of Kanto.
That's it. He wants to sink Kanto,
which is not even all of Japan. It's just a region of Japan.
And also, she's like, but that's where I am, so I would die. She's got to a different bit of Japan, but she wants 1 billion yen to run away.
Yes.
And
so I think I did dissect Salomé's plan after in a little bit.
But I'm trying to figure out what the fake plan is. Because they're like, you gotta help us. And she's like, no. But she was already helping them. But then she does. And I think this rules. She has like a spy tooth. So she reaches into her mouth and pulls out like a fake tooth. And in it is a roll of film. And the roll of film has a map on it. That's sick.
Incredible.
I love
the
that.
tiniest roll of film. It was so...
There was a moment where I thought she was going to cyanide pill herself. I'm like, I'm actually not ready for that this week.
Well, you know, you've got poison umbrellas. Why not? Cyanide pills.
Poison tooth monster.
Tooth monster. So, right. Why does Salomé need that money?
Why does she need any step of this?
She's a villain, right? So she could just, like, be in South America
But
if she
as
wants.
well, the plan is, like, the end goal of the plan is to get Battle Fever in the bad guy base.
Yeah.
Before she starts the plan, Battle Fever want to go to the bad guy base.
Yeah.
So what she needs to do is go, hey, Battle Fever, here's the bad guy base. So step one, she becomes a PI with a Tom Cruise mask. She then pretends to sell them the mask, the pictures, and is then like, maybe you want to give me $1 billion yen for that. I think she's wanted $1 billion yen and still was like,
Yeah.
do you reckon I could gaslight them into giving me $1 billion?
Because surely the money is like an obstacle for her, right? Because if they don't have $1 billion yen, they'll be like, oh, Sars can't afford it. And then she'll be like, no, because she wants them to go to
Because
the base.
she wants them to go
So
there.
sell them to them for like £1 and be like, give me a quid. I'll send you.
Salomé be like, hey, we have an earthquake machine.
Yeah, just tell
Come
them.
stop us.
Come along.
Because they do the exact... It's the classic... Because unlike... This is a criticism of Power Rangers. There are so many times where the bad guy's like, hey, I'm in this field. Then
Come
they
and
go to
get
the
me.
field and he's like, I got you in my trap and I'm going to kill you in this field. Which isn't a trap.
No, we've told you what's going to happen.
This is such a complicated way to get the good guys to do what they want to do.
Yeah. So, like, the part of the plan where... I wonder if the mask was part of the plan, or whether that was just... If she got a bit fucked up, and she had to keep going. Whether she was meant to be the PI the entire time, and they revealed her, she's like, well, I'm just going to keep pretending like...
But they already knew who she
sad.
was.
Yeah.
But was that part of her plan? Because she had this whole escaping and I'm betraying plan already in place.
Yeah.
Because they were like, she's booked a ticket to South America. Also, she booked a ticket to all of South America. Not a place. I didn't even register. She's going to South America.
Yeah.
There's no battle South America.
There's no battle. There's no battle
do?
Brazil. What's going to happen?
It's so weird that the new people were just the same battles. Like,
Yeah.
Why wasn't the cowboy guy battle Swansea?
Battle Swansea.
Battle Swansea.
The famous
I tried to
cowboy.
come up with a country. Couldn't do it. So they just kind of go to the base and we've had this needlessly complicated way to get there. So in episode 1, they've got like their own little vehicles before they're Power Rangers.
Yeah.
That's still their vehicles, so they're just in full costume and helmets driving a normal car. Like a normal green
There's
car.
a great shot of Miss America through the windshield of the car.
She's got her wig blowing in the wind.
Yeah, they go to the base, which is just yet another just cave in the countryside, which is what every other villain base has been.
Well, it half is that. Because they're in this cave, and they're like, we got to break this rock to get in.
Yeah.
And in his defense, Battle Kenya's plan at first is to jump on the rock, and there's a really slow bit where he really awkwardly walks up, gets on the rock, jumps, goes, that didn't work. So then they shoot it. The villain's base is all white tiles.
Yeah.
So it looks like a public toilet.
That's what I was going to say.
It's so gross.
I
but
don't
I
wanna
don't
be
think
there.
they're going for gross.
No.
But it's the perfect vibe for the fight we're going to get in a little bit.
Like, I can smell the piss through the screen.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, genuinely it reeked. But this was video. So...
yeah, so they're like, oh, it's the guy. And out walks Salomé in the villain base. Like, haha, I tricked you. Like, Did you?
What I love is they don't react.
No.
We don't get them being like, what? They just kind of are like, all right, there's still, we still got what we wanted out of this deal.
Yeah.
So, Satan's plan, he's like, now that you're here, my monster capsule is going to make a battle fever monster. This is so much to introduce in episode 52.
And about 12 minutes in.
You could have done this earlier. But no, because you don't know if kids are going to watch every episode. So you've got to do the whole PI fake plan, the earthquake stuff, the death of Hedda a bit, and the battlefield. All of this is in one episode. And obviously in 2 minutes this is going to be done. So we then get... I have a note of just, this is so much for the last one. So they fight... So I was expecting at this point that the capsule was just going to make evil versions of them to fight.
Yeah, same. Or a conglomerate kind of guy.
But they fight the capsule?
Yeah, and it sort of just buzzes around.
It's this big floating meatball that they fight in a toilet.
It's so
the
meatball. A big meatball in the toilet.
It is. That's what they should have called the episode. But it slowly buzzes around and they're bouncing off it, kicking it and stuff. There's not a great bit of just throwing stuff at it that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because it's absorbing energy. So then so it's trying to eat them. And Battle Japan has an incredible move of trying to kick it in the mouth so it gets eaten. so that doesn't work. They
all get eaten then.
They all get ate. They're in the big monster. And we convey this by them standing in a black void with an overlay of bubbling goop.
Yeah.
But
and I love all the shots of them on the black void that they filmed.
Yeah.
The camera is moving as normal. They're just filming a scene, right, in this black room. But the overlay of the goop is not moving with the camera.
No, it's just kind of panning goop.
Yeah, it's just both are moving at different rates. It's very weird.
It's jarring, but I don't think it's what they're going for.
That's just all they could do.
But then
all
it's
they were
also
willing to do.
It gets so surreal for a bit because they're in there, and then there'll be shots where they're upside down, but the goop stays the same way up. And they look up, and they're like, "Look over there!" And there's just a pair of eyes. They won't come up again. There's just big eyes.
No, that was
in there.
Salomé's eyes. She was looking in the goo pod.
Oh, that's awesome! I didn't know that's what that was.
She had a little peekaboo.
Sick! I love that actually.
Yeah, there's a bit where they just start throwing their weapons at the sky, just hoping to hit the edge of the goo pod, and then they just don't do anything.
Battle Japan says use your individual weapons, and they just throw them at the wall. It's awesome. Then they use Pentaforce, which, to be fair, now is they put all the sticks together and throw the sticks, which is a bit better.
Yeah, and it's a spinning wheel. A spinning wheel.
It's a spinning wheel because they're look, it's the heart. It's Pentaforce it. That works. They're out.
Yeah, and the pod vanishes and it's dead.
And then Satan's like, "You killed my pod. I bet you hit it in the heart, didn't you?" Because he has to explain what just happened. And they're like, "Yeah, we did do that." So
It's imagine if someone murdered your friend in front of you, and you're like, "Oh, come on, why'd you do that? You hit it in the heart, didn't you?"
Yeah, I bet you killed him. I bet you shot him in the head. So every time that Satan's spoken, there's been a close-up of this glowing pentagon on a statue.
Yes.
In episode 1, and it's you could barely make out the statue. We didn't even reference it last week.
Yeah, it's a statue kind of shaped like the silhouette of someone sitting cross-legged.
Yeah, it's like a cross-legged
Kind of like that
person.
karma, yoga silhouette vibes.
Very chilled vibes.
Yeah.
So then Satan, he goes I gotta get out of here. Only the statue flies away. He was the statue?
It takes off like a fucking rocket.
Yeah.
It's got rocket boosters that just go straight up.
And it leaves behind the Pentagon, so that was nothing.
No, that was just a thing.
He just had that. And I was like, oh my god. He's this statue guy. He's going to transform and have a new form. Nah.
Nope.
He's that crouching statue till he dies at the end.
The base is crumbling. Salomé gets trapped under rocks and rubble. And she's like, "Please, Satan, bring me with you."
But yeah, she says, like, take me with you. He's just going outside. He's not, like, going to space or, like, evolving. He literally, like, sits outdoors.
And now he's huge outdoors.
He's huge outdoors, and he's the same statue of a guy sat down. So he's not threatening. So they... And this is adorable.
Which, by the way, is the last we see of Salomé.
Yeah, Salome's dead.
She's gone.
We assume. Or she'll come back to PI next year, which would be awesome. So they all go outside and love them dearly. They throw all their weapons. They don't work. So they call Battle Shark, which is a big robot that poops out the Megazord. And he kind of does poop him out. And do you want to describe how they get in the Megazord out?
They all jump up and they fly into a hole in its crotch.
And it's a dick hole.
It's
not
hole.
anything else.
And when I say they fly into, is what it is they've taken a camera and they've zoomed into the crotch of this Megazord man costume, and they've overlaid a PNG of 5 battle fevers in a jumping position.
Yeah, they're not moving.
No.
They just get zoomed, like, MS painted into his dick. It's awful. But we got a Megazord.
We got a Megazord.
So I was so endeared to this Megazord because the first thing we see it do is like a huge mega charge up move that gives it 2 little knives that it throws and they bounce off the statue with like a clatter noise. It does no damage.
Oh,
And
I forgot to say, there's like an extended sequence, like a 5-minute scene where the yoga pose statue is just like yelling words like anger,
Ground
blowing,
anger, wind blow.
and there's just like wind.
Yeah, it
Smoke
looks...
effects and wind and battle fever in like a quarry being blown around for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then like, maybe it's time we summon the battle shark.
And I'm still at this point like, there's going to be a fight. Because what we get... So while they're on the ground, they charge up, they throw it, it doesn't work. They go into the Megazord, they charge up the knives, they throw it, it doesn't work. They're in the Megazord, they charge up the sword, they throw it, it works.
Well, my favourite thing is they charge up the sword and they're like, okay, they're going to do a flash attack. No,
They lob the sword through him.
Yeah.
So, genuinely, everything they've done has not scratched him.
Yeah, no.
It's not revealed a weakness. It's just that of the 2 weapons on the Megazord, one of them just does work. So they stab it, they throw it through him. He starts bleeding green goop. And I'm like, hell yeah. He's about to crack open. The narrator...
A new monster will be unleashed.
Yeah, it's like, this is going to be the biggest monster they've faced. The narrator goes, with Satan Ego's death, all of his plans failed. He's dead!
He's dead.
They got him!
He hasn't even finished exploding and the narrator's jumped in.
And it like then cuts to the base blowing up. It's like all the machines he had stopped working. And then it's...
And then, is it the commander who says, now that he's dead, isn't the sunset beautiful?
It does
and
end on sunset.
Flip my shit. I was like, is this fucking sunset?
Well, because it kind of showed a bit of sunset and you got excited. And then the line, the sunset's so beautiful.
I cannot believe. And yeah, there's hero shots of like the gang on like a rooftop like in the sunset. And they get on their horses, they ride off into the sunset. And the narrator says, farewell, Battle Fever J. Farewell, Battle Fever Robo.
Yeah, because
in that order.
Because they're on their little horses and the Megazord flies over. But this is the most... Right, he's dead, we're done.
Right.
Of a series that has been quite consistently, right, he's dead, we're done. Because they just lob a sword at him, he's dead. The narrator's like, he died. Anyway,
he's dead,
go
he's
on.
gone.
And you're telling me this one wasn't cut short? This is how they wanted to end it?
This was planned.
Imagine watching 52 episodes.
52.
And the main villain is the statue above what you thought the main villain was, and he gets stabbed by the third thing they try.
Do you think there was ever any backstory into who he was?
Probably.
I mean, he's Satan.
Because I'm guessing Salomé is like something linked to him, so when she shows up, it's like relevant. Or maybe he was part of the Zapotec Empire
Of course.
that the umbrella guy was from. Any other notes for that one before we go on to the ranking?
I
enjoyed that more than the premiere. I like that. I hated it, but I liked it.
I think it was a hot mess.
That one, yeah, it was.
I just like the private investigator. Like, there's a point where we were watching it, right? And this whole private investigator thing, it's like, it's moving slowly, but not like insanely slowly for like a story, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a regular episode. And I'm like, is this a regular episode?
Yeah,
Like,
you were like worried we were watching the wrong one.
It was going far too slow for what needs to wrap up a show.
Because it feels like this is a Monster of the Week one where the Monster of the Week is a PI lady.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, which is kind of true.
Which it is what it was, but at the end they stabbed the statue. And also that big meatball form in the toilet. See, as I said that, I was like, maybe this was good though. Because they fought that big meatball. I don't hate the character. Well, I mean, to be fair, I've not met two of the characters.
Yeah, brand new
They
people.
don't say anything, which is why I was like, I guess these are the same ones, and I forgot what they look like. France is fun. He throws his fencing sword at the wall. It doesn't work.
I mean, none of them are Diane's, are they?
Diane, my queen. My second favourite Pink Ranger, whose dad was a cop that dies in episode 1. Should we just do the ranking? I feel like I've not got anything else to say.
Yeah, no.
But also it feels like it deserves more. Like I've not been mean enough. But I kind of had fun with how much of a mess that... Because like...
Much like Jacko, right? Where we were like, this is 3 episodes in one. Or was that Go Ranger?
That was Go Ranger.
That was Go Ranger, where we were like, oh, this is 3 episodes in one. This felt like it could have been 3 episodes in one.
This felt like the series.
Yeah.
Like, they're a team, and then they beat the first of the bad guys, then the other one, like, tricks them for a bit, and then, oh, there's this secret plan to turn them all into monsters. Oh, no, they've been tricked into a trap. Oh, no, they've been eaten. And they kill the bad guy, and that's one episode.
And we never see a true form of that bad guy.
No, he's a statue.
Which is very interesting.
That they stab and he goops green and he's dead. And the narrator's like, it's good that he's dead. I'm like, I didn't know him. I don't know this guy. So it's number 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? But that does mean we've gone 1, 2, 3. And I'm
If the next one is 4, we can't.
Because this is like a drop down from Jacka. For me.
Yeah.
Like, I love Jacka. If we consistently go down, oh my God, we peaked way too early.
Do you feel any Marvel influence has come through this?
It was bad, and I don't love Marvel all the time. I like the bit when Daredevil showed up.
That's my favourite part.
That was awesome. I mean, it could have.
It could have.
They got a vampire ate one of them, so like, who knows what happened. It does... This actually did feel kind of comic booky. And fun Harry Dobbs fact, I started reading comics 6 months ago. I've now read many, many, many comics. And I don't think they're all good.
No.
This is more like one of the bad ones, where the trick is that they're bad this time. Because it's just like, I'm just thinking of all the things that are established in the last one. They get an earthquake machine.
Yeah. I wonder if that was hinted at any point.
Maybe, but the heroes don't know about it. They're like, isn't it weird there's a bunch of earthquakes today? What do you mean a car's going backwards, you moronic child?
What are the cars about?
They went backwards, Adam.
But why?
Don't ask why. You don't get to know.
I just...
We don't know the name of 2 of them. We don't get to know about the cars. One of them killed himself. And the other one was vampires. And she doesn't even come back at the end to be like, salute you, battle fever. She's gone.
She's dead. We've got Maria now.
Diane's gone. Get over it. Sucked. But, like, great. I don't know. Like, it is so weird. Because the idea of showing someone episode, like, end of Go Ranger and the end of that, they're both chaos. They both wrap up way too quick.
They're both the same episode, essentially.
They're the same episode, but one's great and one sucks.
I have noticed all of these have been like the final episode is just let's raid the villain base.
It's always the villains being like, we're on the back foot. Let's try and panic. Oh, we died. There's no like, I don't know. There's nothing. I mean, at least in Jacka, one of them got shot by a crime bullet.
Yeah,
That's something.
that felt like a 2-parter as well. That was
Because I think Jacka felt like a similar style to Go Ranger's End. Whereas this is like, let's try and do Go Ranger again. Oh, we've not done it very well.
Yeah.
And Go Ranger didn't do it brilliantly, but it was funny. He slipped himself up.
I really hope the next season starts differently. If we get the Red Ranger going around and recruiting all the gang,
For his military boss after a
I'm
bunch of
stopping
soldiers
the
die.
podcast.
Well, at least we know that in 40-odd series when we get to Tokyo, that's not what happens.
It's true. We're
So we
gonna
know
get there
that
one day.
one isn't that. And it does terrify me that every other one could be that. And then there's one with Captain Marvelous, the Sky Pirate, that I cannot fucking wait for. He's so far away. That's the
We'll
50th
get there.
anniversary. No,
35th.
35th anniversary. We've watched 3.
So we only have to do this 32 more times.
Oh, to be fair, this has been 2 great seasons and a mess.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
This is fun. Like, this hasn't become Timberthon slog for me of, like, just shit thing after shit thing. This is great.
Well, do you want to know the name of the next Sentai?
Oh, yeah, what's next week? Please tell me it's called Bad Time Squad. Like, this is the we suck on our racist team.
So the next Sentai is called Denshi Sentai Denji Man.
Sorry? Excuse me?
Denshi Sentai Denji Man.
Amazing. I know nothing. I can know nothing. But I'm excited.
I know very little about this.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
That'd be fun. So we've still not figured out the release schedule for this, but you'll know it by now because it'll be out. So probably see you next week for that one.
Yeah. You can follow us on our Instagram. I won't give you a handle because I don't know it.
You don't know your own handle? Oh,
I don't know our Instagram handle.
Yeah, we'll have one. It'll be in the show notes. And I mean, if you know this podcast, it's probably called like Zen Guys or something.
Yeah.
I've been trying to come up with a pun to end on, but I've not got one.
I've been Adam. My Instagram is at AdamJHLewis if you want to follow me.
I've been Harry. My Instagram is at Dobbs is funny. Yeah, we'll see you next Send Time. I think Send Time is going to be...
I do like Send
I
Time.
like that as just an ending. We don't need to come up... We don't need to always be making new shit. We can look at what Sentai does and end exactly the same way every time.
I really like the sunset right now. It's so beautiful.
God. And after that, Harry and Adam retired. Thank you so much for your service. Bye.
Bye.